Right, let's get this show on the road. Welcome back. Good job, Austin. You rolled a 10.
Yeah, well, that was the HP.
Oh, okay. I just got a sound in my
Artist HPV.
Yes, your HPV is set. So last we let off, you guys got back to town. I think you had a small chat with the wizard.
And then we were heading into a centralized area.
You were heading to talk to the fucking sheriff, the sergeant
Tucker.
Sergeant Tucker. Yeah. So
Tucker.
You roll up. You see, I don't know what time of day it was. Let's say it's, I don't know, late morning. Whatever, doesn't matter. And you see her like chatting with somebody, maybe looking at like a piece of paper, maybe it's plans. She's like pointing. She's like, "Oh yeah, that looks good." And then she points to another part and shakes her head like, "I don't like that."
Sergeant Tucker, we have returned.
Oh God! Yeah. You see her. She hears your voice, and you see a look
right
on her
next to
face
you.
like this motherfucker. She's like, it's like, "Oh, hey, fellas, how's it going?"
I believe we'll need to talk in private.
Okay, that sounds foreboding, but sure. And she, let's say she's taking over old boy's house, the big house. That sounds fine. She can live there. Yeah, so she takes you into that place, and you have the area to yourself.
Your Majesty, the floor is yours.
Yeah, we would just, I like to think that normally my character does like these sort of like almost like pseudo speeches and like you can tell he's practiced it probably and he enjoys his practice. This time, however, he gives a clear, concise, succinct report of all of the things, highlighting pertinent facts and telling her what our next plan is. So like be as factual as possible. Like, almost to the point where the other people were like, huh, he can talk normal. That's bullshit.
Yeah. He's usually much less formal, now he's being formal.
Type thing. And this is to convey a sense of urgency and concern, I assume.
Yeah, just also, this is not time to be fucking about.
Right. So you guys just tell her everything, I assume?
Yep.
Okay. She says, wow, yeah, I mean, I saw where Langley was staying at. I figured he'd have a good spot, but I mean, he just stuck him in that shack out back. It was kind of fucking bad. I figured he'd treat him with a little nicer than that, but his housing wasn't all that great. Yeah, sounds like he's in some trouble. What's the plan?
I don't remember from last time.
So you guys, just to recap, you guys found basically the first mayor's like little snitch, his little spy crony snitch. You found a book, and it was like he had been like waking, like sleepwalking and shit, and like injuring himself in his sleep, and then like the last entry said something like he found some people rolling up on him, or he heard some voices coming towards him, and then inside there you found a map, and it's got like a Google Maps blue line on it, and at the end of where the destination was an X, and it with their words, "We are here, and so is he," in a completely different handwriting. And you notice that that map had that same blackening on it, like that's been on the crops and stuff.
Yeah, so we tell her we're going there.
Yeah,
like careful, like.
Yeah. She says. So the plan's to rescue him.
So yeah, I mean, this is where the trail's leading. This is where the facts are pointing to. So we're at least going to go figure it out. I mean, we're not going to risk ourselves, but if we think we can, that's the plan.
Your Majesty, we should tell her everything. And he's going to look over that map.
Okay. What was on the back of it? I forget.
The back of it was the ominous.
Right. The thing that
gift.
said for
The ominous
revenge,
gift.
for revenge, for retribution, death to the stone and the shore.
There's no reason to believe they're still alive.
She says, you don't believe that Langley's still alive?
I don't know exactly what's going on, but I feel like it's very bad. And if we expect something good to happen in the future, near future, we're probably going to be fools.
She says, well, just to track all the leads, like
we should.
Why do you think if there was a chance that they often, why do you? I mean, I guess they could just be for baiting you, but I wouldn't think they'd put "he is here" as well if he was, kaput.
I hope they're all alive, but I do not know. This is very, very concerning.
She says, "Yeah, I'm doing my best here, fellas. I wasn't really ready for this role, but life doesn't always wait for you to be ready for your opportunities, I guess, and I'm doing the best of what I got."
Nitsua says, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." Like,
yeah,
seriously, like
Michael Scott, right? Yeah, very wise man.
Yeah, you gotta strike while the iron's hot. Quote and one.
It says, yeah. Also, play like a champion today.
That's right.
I got nothing.
There's no I in team.
Yeah,
Just
there's a
do
fucking
it.
me. I believe that actually was a Kobe quote. She says, it's you see her kind of like get like real, almost sad, not sad or like a little bit of sad, a little bit almost defeated, not all the way defeated, and you see her say, she says, it's a hell of a bit of serendipity that you fellas were on the boat. I sure am glad you're here, because I couldn't be doing all of this myself. And as you can see, what we were sent with, there wasn't much of there's a little bit of muscle, but it ain't looking like, it ain't like all of you.
Well, thank you very much. I do what I can.
They were talking to me.
And he's gonna flex.
She says, Braddock, looks like you've been getting some sun, huh? That getting a little, getting that skin tone a little darker, I see.
Not a fan of it.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a glow. Were you worried about your credit score or something? It's gonna be all right, man. She's like, well, you know the town, you know where you can go, you know what you need. It's all yours. It's yours we're here to support you. Whatever you guys need, you let me know, or just go get it yourselves.
Your Majesty, are we staying the evening?
I think as we just got here, it would be good for a morale and for us to spend the night here and to mingle with everyone and see the mood of the crowd, to know kind of what's going on, so we can stay connected to these people we are trying to save and to live with.
You hear?
Mingle. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you hear like outside of a window nearby. You hear a couple people walking by, and you hear like this guy go, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna start working on getting a big meal. Like those guys are out there protecting us. We should do something for them at the end." Like they don't know you're in there, but they're like you hear like they're playing, like a little impromptu party.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna look at Braddock and say, now remember, we don't want to tell everyone everything that's going on, and we want to. Basically, he's telling Ace to keep his mouth shut, but he's not telling Ace. He's like trying to tell Braddock, like Braddock's the big mouth, like Braddock. Now remember, he didn't actually say your name. He's saying, let's try and keep this to ourselves. Let's try and get more information than we give, and use both of our ears instead of our mouth.
And
Ace.
Braddock says, "Mom is your mom."
Indubitably.
I should not be left alone with too many people.
I may kill all of them.
He's
gonna talk.
Everybody, everything. He's got an idea. So,
I did make note. 11/3/22. Austin remembered the name Braddock. So that is
7:39.
I know his name,
PM.
but so far we haven't heard Mitsua like directly. I hasn't happened.
So freaking Ace is gonna be he's like let me think. I have an idea to keep myself occupied. I'm going to get with the bards and I'm going to prepare a concert for the evening. Maybe that'll light the spirits.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. She says.
Otherwise, I'm going to tell group after group of people.
She says, I mean, you could maybe go find Jerry Moonbeam. This was the guy. This was the guy who was he was playing like back. I think he was playing like a violin or an accordion when you were telling the story.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He's gonna go.
This man cannot be left alone to his own thoughts.
Yeah, you know, we all get like I know I get like that sometimes. It's just sometimes, especially these days, it's a clusterfuck in there. Ain't nothing good going on in there. Says but you know, I try. You guys seem to have at least the foundation of a plan. So you just keep doing what you think is best. We'll keep doing our best here. It's anything you need, you know where to find it.
Thank you, Sergeant.
You got it.
Have I told you how beautiful you are today?
You know, it's not today. You just met me. You met up with me like 5 minutes ago. Are you having memory problems? You didn't recall?
No.
Never mind. It's fine. Thanks.
I was trying to be cute. You know.
No. Okay.
Playful.
Yeah. Oh, you failed.
Yeah. You know.
Thanks, Braddock. I appreciate your honesty.
She says, yeah. You know, partner. E for effort. She says, unless you boys got anything else, I'm gonna go get back with that carpenter I was talking to. We're reinforcing some things and getting some more things ready. You know, we're just gonna keep going on as if we're using the hope of, you know, everybody returning. That's what's keeping us moving. That and knowing you guys are out there fighting a good fight. So, like I said, unless you guys need anything, I'm gonna head back out.
Is there anything that you need from us, or have there been any fights, or have there been any quarrels that need any adjudication, or? She
says, you know, there's still that underlying sense of dread, you know, because a lot of people came here expecting to see loved ones and having a bit of a reunion and whatnot, and that's still there. That probably will be there until those people come back or until their bodies come back. Sorry, I don't mean to be so grim, but you know, I think it's more than not knowing that's the worst part for everybody. But I'm pretty proud of what they're doing out there. They're making the best of it. She says, knowing y'all are out there, it's don't lose sight of that. That's probably half of what's keeping these ladies and gentlemen going. It's that and the hope. That's all they got. So
there is one other thing we had established trade relations. I tell her about the kobolds and the weed, and but I'm using my diplomatic speech to say, let's start. I'd like to start getting that going again, so we can continue to enjoy the good relations of our neighbors and to build strong ties with those who share this land and blah blah blah, to try and get her to basically let's get the weed going and let's start making that going so we can start getting some stuff from them.
She said,
get it harvest basically.
She says, yeah. Now that that sounds like a great idea. It's always nice to have friends in a new place. She says,
High place.
that darkness though, it's gonna take over those sweet herbs. So we got to fix that too. But we're gonna keep manning the farms, doing what we can. Our trusty wizard over there, he's working day and night trying to figure it out. Anything you guys can help him with, that'll certainly help.
I think he gave us. Did he give us any information last time when we talked to him?
Not that I remember.
He hadn't really found anything.
No,
yet.
he's been trying things and I mean, what did we say? You guys have been gone about a week, so the things he's tried, it's tough just because the brief period of time. If you guys had been gone a month, he could certainly have more information of what worked or what didn't.
Yeah.
But it's more of a waiting game while still doing things. He'll have he's got 3 of fairly identical plants, and he tried something on A, something on B, and something on C, and he's measuring and recording. He's treating it very scientifically. She says, yeah, but if said those guys have any markings in case they come around looking. I mean, probably do we need to worry about them coming and robbing us? Or
they were very nice people. They should not do anything like that. I would never see them doing something.
No, they didn't. Yeah. They didn't seem the type.
That's fine. That's good to know. Just wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't check the boxes. But maybe we'll be on the lookout. Maybe we'll send somebody over with I don't know, whatever we can spare and scrape together, and send them some kind of offering.
Yeah,
to build rapport.
I expect an exchange of tools and ideas and technology that we have and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and stuff.
It's always good. It's always good to, like I said, it's good to have friends and allies, especially when we barely can find our asses with our elbows up in here. So that's good to know. That's good diplomacy there, fellas. Look at you, growing already. Gonna make right politicians.
We have our merits.
What'd you say?
We have our merits.
Yeah, blind squirrels find nuts. Yeah. What?
Do they?
I mean, that's what they say. I've never really seen it.
I mean, that's what I think.
I've definitely seen that before, at least twice.
Honestly, I wouldn't know if a squirrel was blind or not.
I wouldn't. Right? Yeah, I don't see that being really.
It's very easy to tell.
To
the tree.
Is it like a seeing eye chipmunk that walks with him, or
they would have to have some sort of
field mouse?
Something.
No, they hit the tree very often, fall often. I mean, it's pretty easy to tell. Wow. They look kind of retarded.
I don't even know how they get around.
Not easily.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it. Sounds like they're ripe for predators, I'd say.
Very much so.
She says.
Usually a quick and painful death.
Well,
but they always get one nut. Always.
Maybe it's like the rat-a-tat, they find the nut and then instantly are attacked.
At least the 2 that I've seen, for sure.
The 2 he's got a fucking whole log dedicated to blind squirrels. She says, "All right, boys.
Conversation.
She says, "Well, this was might refreshing, but as they say, back to it. I'm gonna get back to it. You guys enjoy yourselves while you can. You staying the night? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Please come to my concert, Sergeant. You need to relax.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, everybody else is gonna be there, so I'm obviously gonna be there. So yeah, I'll see you around." And she heads out. You guys can. She's not like kicking you out of her place. You guys can
Ace
do
is
whatever
gonna
you
wink
want.
at her as he walks out.
She's like, she's she gives you the same awkward reply she's been giving you this whole time.
Okay.
I will say they're slightly less awkward. You can't tell if she's warming up to you or if she's just getting used to you.
Got it.
Because I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
Ace, next time you got to blink with both eyes.
Both?
Yeah.
Sure.
She'll really like that.
Can I roll an insight check?
Sure. I got a
would
DC
like to.
for it.
Okay.
They're
I don't
actually
have any-
roll deception.
He better fucking fail. Like, bad for me not to... I think I got a 4. So,
Yep.
he's going to have
You
more
buy it.
Yep.
Yep.
Both, really?
Yeah. At the
Okay.
same time.
I'll have to try that next time.
Is he doing like a really like one of those people that you see and they just blink they blink too hard?
Yeah,
they
or
blink.
They can't blink one eye, so they're blinking really both, like that.
It's like, well, like you ever see?
That's me.
You ever met a person where it's like it looks like they have
That's
to
me
blink
winking.
on purpose?
Yeah.
That's exactly what he looks like.
That shit makes me uncomfortable, and I don't know why. But yeah, you guys are there. You hear the town. They're out doing their thing.
I'm gonna go find the bard.
All right. Yeah, you see him sitting on a barrel outside the Hissing Pony. You see him tuning up his violin.
We have a concert. We need to prepare. We're gonna need hours of practice and a stowaway here in the bar. Let's go.
Says okay, hey, I don't believe we've met. Jerry Moonbeam, how are you? What was your name?
I'm
again?
fantastic.
I'm terrible with names.
Ace Burbank, you have to have heard of me. I'm the
Yes,
town.
that's right, the boisterous fellow. You've been out on an adventure of some sort.
Very much so.
Yes.
But that is classified information. So
Yeah.
I need you to ask no more questions.
Oh. Yeah, so what kind of stuff did you run into out there?
I really need you to stop asking questions.
Did you find any cool monsters?
I'm going to freaking.
He's ignoring you.
Yeah, no, I know. And I got rid of Charm Person. God damn it. But I got rid of that a while ago. So
That's
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast suggestion. Give me a wisdom save.
Okay, let's see. He's a bard. They're not proficient in wisdom saves, so let's just roll a d20. 5.
Okay.
2.
I suggest we go in here and practice for as long as we possibly can.
Cool.
And
that'll
this
give
lasts
me plenty
8
of time to
hours.
ask you more questions about your adventure.
No questions. We're just
Very
gonna
interesting.
practice.
Yeah, no, but like, did you meet anybody out there? Am I breaking the rules of suggestion? Because you suggested we go inside and practice.
Yeah. I mean,
if
no,
you wanna
you're
add
not.
to it, if you wanna add to it, no more questions.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and that's what I tried to. Yeah, I want to definitely.
Okay. Cool.
I suggest we go into practice and no more questions. Just practice.
Like, okay.
I have a song list idea and everything. I got to figure it out. You just got to kind of keep up. And I got to learn to play piano. We got 8 hours. We're going to make it happen.
He raises his hand. He goes, I have one question, not about what you've been doing.
What is it?
Can you just tell me what you've been doing?
No.
Okay. Oh, wait. One more. It is not the same question. he says, can I ask questions about other things?
Sure.
Like, because like if we're gonna be like,
If it's not related to the island, you can ask whatever questions you
okay,
want.
cool. Because I was gonna be like, what if like, he'd be like, I had a cool feel, and I could be like, what if the song went like da-na-na-na-na instead of ba-na-na-na-na?
You can definitely ask all those questions.
Okay, cool.
That is fair.
I'm Jerry Moonbeam. Let's do this.
Ace Burbank.
Yes, Jerry Moonbeam. He,
The classic.
yes. It's like you guys are walking in and like the camera zooms out and it's that thing where like the voices fade out and he goes, let me play this song for you I just wrote. It's called A Whale's Vagina.
San Diego, I've heard of it.
Yeah. He's what are you other two up to? Boz, what's Braddock gonna do?
Austin's muted. I think he's singing to the baby.
That's fine.
No, it's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm here. I think I
You're
would
good.
probably be just glad handing people and like doing the royal thing where you're
Just-
going around and just sort of like
You're just
questions with no information.
Shaking
and,
babies and touching
trying
hands.
to
Don't
bolster
shake
people's
babies.
confidence and listen to people's stories and just try and like ask a lot of questions and like get a sense of how everyone is really doing on the inside. Like,
trying to put a
taking
friendly
time to,
face
like-
on the shitty situation they're in.
well, yeah, like if someone starts to talk to me and tell me a story about their grandmother from when they were a kid or whatever, I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna listen like it's important because it is.
Cool.
Like he's a believer in the bullshit, but I feel like this is the time when the bullshit matters. Like when you have a leader who seems to care.
Sure.
What's
You
going
noted
on in the area?
it's just work. Like, you see.
Okay.
Hang on. Before I get to that, Austin, you I assume like let's just say for instance you went down to like the laundry circle that we established already. You do this for like 10, 15, 20 minutes, half hour, an hour, whatever, and like you can see like the looks on their faces have definitely they've brightened up. Like it's helping. They appreciate what you're doing, like because they know that like they're in a situation that's not great, but they know that you are in an even rougher situation, but you're putting them and their stories and all that shit first, and you can tell that like it's given them like a little bit of respite. So like your actions have made an impact.
Cool.
And if this was like a Fallout game in the top left corner, you would see everybody liked that, and everybody will remember that.
Really?
Boz, to answer your question, you see a lot of things you would expect to see on a colony that's getting set up.
Okay,
Obviously,
so
they have
a lot of
stuff.
work.
Yeah, a lot of work. You see, you see framing for like new buildings going up. You don't know what they are, but you can see how big they are.
I'll immerse myself in work, looking for the nearest smithy. See if I
Okay.
can help out.
Yeah, there's the. You guys went to the blacksmith. What the? Yeah, the blacksmith's name is Torget Bellowback. He's a dwarf, and he's over. You know where the smith is. I forget what building it is, but you guys fought rats there, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
And so you as you approach that building, you hear a lot of clanging. You hear some, and then bang, bang, bang. Actually, I think that's out of order, but that's okay. You've seen blacksmithing shows.
Yes.
Yeah, you hear all the familiar sounds of a blacksmith, and you hear like you can hear like a song coming out of it. I don't remember how it went, but I do believe they give us an example of Gimli singing in one of the Lord of the Rings movies, and it sounds like that. It's in Dwarven. I don't know if you speak Dwarven.
And my axe.
Right. He just says that. He says that in rhythm with the clang of his hammer. So it's like clang, clang, clang. And he's like, and
no
my
Dwarven.
axe, and my axe, and my axe.
No, it's a pretty song though. Like it's not. It doesn't seem like a. It seems wistful, and it's not like in the style of like the traditional like South slave songs. It seems more wistful and peaceful, as opposed to like a motivator for work. Are you you going in there to try and give him a hand?
Yeah.
So you go in the door, and he's like, you see him banging at an anvil, and he turns around to dip whatever he's working on into a bucket of oil, and he hears you open the door, and he says, "Oh, hello. How are you?
I'm doing well,
You're
friend. How
back.
are you?
Oh, I'm just trying to do my part. That's all.
That's all we really can do anytime.
Yeah." He says, anything I can do for you?
Nah, I just came to see if you needed help.
Oh, man, yeah. He's like, you a set of hands, or are you any good at this?
I know my way around.
Okay. He says, well, he shows you a list of things they need, and there's everything on it, like from farm tools to gardening tools to weapons to like even just like iron bands to like reinforce wooden beams and shit like that. It's a little bit of everything. Honestly, you can work on whatever you want. If there's something you want to make, we'll roll a check and we'll figure out how to do that. 'Cause I don't know. But yeah, if you put a couple of hours in here, it's like magical blacksmithing, so it probably takes way less time. It's not magical, but like it's a fantasy land, so I don't know how long it actually takes to make. Like for instance, a regular ass sword, but you can probably get it done in a couple of hours here.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, did you have anything you wanted
Really
to
up
make?
to what you want to allow.
Yeah, I know. We're winging this because they have no rules for this.
Yeah.
Was there
That's what
anything
I
in
did.
particular you wanted to make?
No, not really.
Okay. So you just like maybe pick the first thing at the top of the list?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's like it's let's say it's like it's a plow. Like you're
Okay.
like the first thing is like a new blade for either a replacement blade for the plow at the farm or maybe a second plow. So they can expand. It's the second plow for the farm. They can expand the farm. So he's like, he walks over. He goes, you taking a look at that? He hands you like, he flips through it like a journal or a big book, and he's like flipping. He's like, yeah, and he's like, mace, morning star. Yeah, here you go, plow. And he's like, here's the way we used to do them, but if you know what you're doing, you do whatever you want with it. I trust you.
Yeah, but I don't need a book. I know how to get down and dirty.
All right, well, great. That's just now I don't that kind of confidence. I feel like I don't even need to help you hold your hand. You get after it. So he goes back to what he was doing. He was making pitchforks. You see him crafting pitchforks. And he just goes back to his work and leaves you to do yours. So yeah, if you're Smith, like I said, it was probably by the time you got here, probably about noon. You all hear at your different various spots. You hear like running, like it's like when a ambulance passes you, like the Doppler effect makes the sound of the siren change.
Yeah.
That kind of happens, but it's with a voice, and it says, he says, 6 o'clock, dancing pony, be there or be square, it's party time. And you guys all hear this. He just keeps running through the town, repeating it. So this preteen kind of he's running through the town and letting everybody know. Jerry Moonbeams is like, oh, 6 o'clock. That doesn't leave too much time. Let's get cracking. He's like, check this out. And then he like whatever you guys have been working on, John, he plays something that is unrelated and not helpful. He's basically just showing off. Let me roll. He rolled an 18, so it's not helpful, but it sounds real bitchin'.
That's very, very good, Jerry. But I need you to stay on task. You have the floor after my set. You feel free to continue playing all evening.
Cool. Do you need my assistance for whatever? What are you doing again? Remind me. I forgot. I'm Jerry Moonbeams.
So he's got a 5-song set that he wants to play.
Okay.
And he's teaching Jerry Moonbeam throughout this 8 hours or however long till
Yeah, you got about 6
we
hours.
get to 6. Yeah. So he's gonna basically work with him and teach him this 5-song set. I could tell you it now, or we could wait. That's up to you guys.
You can surprise me.
Okay.
Will you have song titles?
Yeah, no, I just picked 5 songs I really like.
Okay.
That kind of fit like the mood of what he's trying to get across. Like,
Alright.
he's trying to help ease these people because he thinks that the world's gonna end. They're all gonna die soon.
This is like leading with like Highway to Hell. And
So no. He's actually
Melodic.
just trying to calm
Cannibal
them
Corpse.
and help them through the rough spot everybody's in. He's actually
Okay.
trying to do something sincere
Cool. So he's
and calm himself down and get some of his own angst out.
cool. Every he pays attention for like, I don't know, like 10, 15, 20 minutes, it varies, but like every so often he'll whip out a new instrument and he'll
Can
be
I
like,
roll a performance check to pull him in? No, I like him whipping out new instruments because I need that versatility.
yeah.
And if he can play multiple throughout the songs, that's great.
He can probably
I love that energy.
He can probably play like a fiddle, but then also maybe like
Drums?
accompany it with like a single hi-hat cymbal. Like,
Okay.
Like with a pedal.
Okay.
He's not like a cartoon Looney Tunes one-man band.
No, yeah.
But like every so often he'll just pull out a new instrument and just be like, Jerry Moonbeam, watch this. Like he keeps saying his name and you're not sure why. It's almost like he thinks that's your name. But he's like, he just keeps getting off task just to show off.
Gotcha. Ace
let's
is
see.
gonna.
This time, 16. It's not as good, but it's still pretty good.
Ace wants to try to draw him in with his performance and get him invested in what we're doing.
Okay.
That's a 22.
Okay.
To just
So
belt vocals, kill it on the piano. He's also working with. I learned a new cantrip,
okay.
so I have Mage Hand now.
Okay.
So he's learning how to play the piano with his hands and Mage Hand.
It's like a three-handed piano, Jeff.
Well, no, he wants to be able to pull a hand away and play one with the Mage Hand. And
like
one with his
hold
hand.
a harmonica up to your face or something.
Yeah. Be able to do something. Maybe definitely harmonicas.
Yeah. So
yeah.
you roll this performance check and you rolled really well. So like you know that like when you do this, like he's dialed in for like an hour, and then like after an hour he's like that was fantastic. He's like, check this out, and then he fucking pulls out a lute and plays something that is not fitting with everything you just played. He's very distractible, but
That's
he's
fine.
talented.
This is working.
Yes.
I think we got this
Yeah.
at this point. Like,
You definitely are 1,000% confident in his chops.
I'm definitely busting out a joint to calm him down a bit.
He's like, ooh, Jerry Moonbeam.
Jerry Moonbeam, exactly.
Yeah, he's like, let's go to the moon, shall we? And
We shall.
he takes it. He's like, that is a strong jazz cigarette. He's like, speaking of jazz, and then he plays some like Kenny G bullshit, but it's like jazz. It's technically labeled as jazz. It's the Mike Birbiglia or Kenny G song. He's like, and you've been playing like upbeat shit while he busts into something really different. He's like after he's done playing, he's like, hang on. Yeah, he rolled a 2. He's like, he plays that little ditty, and then he's like, that was dog shit. Jerry Moonbeam, not a fan.
Jerry, if you're gonna play sad stuff, it's gotta be the blues. Sad jazz is no cool. The blues is where it's at. my friend.
Cool. Okay.
Let's listen here. Let me show you this one. It's sad. I was planning on this. It's this and then an uplifting song to end. So let me teach you that. And he's gonna teach him this fucking just gut wrenching blues song. He's gonna have him bust out that loop. Fucking
Muddy Waters style shit.
Allman Brothers style.
Oh, okay. Almost more folky.
Yeah. Old
so
school fucking.
Yeah. So Jared Moonbeam's moving a little slower because he's baked, but he's definitely back enthralled. Austin, I'm gonna cut back to Austin real quick. So Austin, you've been listening to the people for I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that, or however long, and they're all like, you see like a kid that he had wandered up and he was like hanging out by his mom and she was doing whatever she was doing, whatever kind of work she was doing, and he's like you feel a tug on your pants.
I look around but don't look down right away.
Right down here.
Oh, hello, young man. And I take a knee.
He's like, hey, my name's Ronnie. I'm Ronnie. What's your name?
Hi, Ronnie. My name's Dua. Nice to meet you.
Hey, cool. I've heard all these stories. Can you tell me? Do you have any stories? Like, these stories are good and all, but you know, you hear them so many times. I need a new jam. Do you have something?
You need a new jam? Are you hungry?
like a new story. Like, these stories are great. It's just like, but once you've heard them, you know, like 60, 70 times, you just want something new.
All right. Let me see. Where is it? Oh, here. Can I roll a performance check to see how well I can come up with?
Yeah, you don't have to. I'm not expecting you to make up a story.
No, but yeah, performance check to see how well I come up with a story, like, on the spot.
Sure. Yeah. Do it.
I like rolling.
Yeah.
Fun.
There you go.
At 10. I mean, yeah,
Middling.
It's a decent. It's not great, right?
It's let's say it's a good story that you tell, not the best, like, but it's still like he's enthralled because the story is good and it's new, and you know how kids are, they like new stuff all the time, I guess. But yeah, you've got his attention. He's hanging on your every word.
Yeah. So, and then I just asked him, where's your mom and dad, Ronnie?
He's like,
Like his name?
He's like, I'm Ronnie. He's like, this is my mom. Her name's Sandy. We came here. It was fun. We expected my aunt was here. She's not here though. But that's okay. She's coming back. My mom said she'll be back soon. So, that'll be fun. I see all my cousins again.
Absolutely.
Thanks for the story though. Can I tell that to my friends?
Absolutely.
Cool. And he runs off and he's like, hey guys, get this. And you see him run towards a big group of kids that are like, I don't know, playing whatever. They're kicking around a ball. Because they're children. They're not expected to work. There's not much they can do.
So I look for his mom and just like talk to her for a little bit and just do the same thing.
Yeah, do you have anything specific you want to say to her, or you?
No.
Okay.
Just
yeah, she
sits
there and she's
and her sister.
Yeah, she like she tells you about her sister. She's sad because, you know, she expected her to be here. She's worried about her, but then she starts talking about Ronnie and like her eyes light up. Like she's glad that he's safe. And
what parents do with kids.
Right. Yeah. Like you know, anytime she starts to dip back down, you notice she dips back into a story about Ronnie because it makes her feel better. And she, by the end of it, like you can tell that she's got to like leave and go, attend to another task of some sort. And she's like, I do think I appreciate just everybody, all of us. We appreciate it, everything.
Yes,
And,
we appreciate your work too. While we're doing is important, none of us matters without every one of us.
She's like that's good words to live by. And she says, well, 6 o'clock, huh? And she like points at the hissing pony. She's like, hopefully we'll see you there. She heads back off. I don't know, maybe towards the residence, the houses that are all kind of tightly packed. She heads off that way.
So is the sergeant here?
She's like around. She's like overseeing everything. Like
Also, I imagine everyone wouldn't keep calling her the sergeant or by her name. You know what?
no, they're calling her Sergeant Tucker. You see her sometimes. She'll like she's like, please, Gloria, it's fine, and they're not used to that, so they just keep giving her honorific.
Sure.
Yeah. You've overheard this happen several times. Like she gets it, but she thinks it's unnecessary.
So I would also try and gravitate towards her a little bit.
Okay.
Just to sort of be in her sphere of like people she's talking to, like, and then maybe talk to some people together, maybe sometimes separate. Just sort of be available to her. And
Sure.
If something came up and she wanted to defer to me about something, but letting her do that if and when she felt like it. But just to sort of
Right.
be available.
You're leaving her in charge, and then if she feels like you get the sense that she does appreciate you like being around, because it like you backing her up on everything gives her some sort of like built-in confidence in the like implicit authority you bring. Like I know that you're like 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th kid or whatever. It doesn't matter. Your name carries weight. So
Yeah, so I just hang around her and like always try and like when she says something like really nice or when she have like a hard conversation, sort of like catch her eye and like tell her she did a good job or like just show that nonverbal support.
Yeah, no, yeah, and you can tell just by being around her and getting to know her and all that jazz, you can tell that she appreciates all that like what you're doing, but and not only that, like what your whole party is doing, like they just don't have, like they've got like a couple of guys like that are big and strong, and maybe they were like foot soldiers, but like it's like 1 or 2, so like it's not enough, right? And they're not specialized like you guys are, so you guys are a really nice security blanket for her. I'm gonna cut back to Boz one more time, and then we're gonna jump to this party. Boz, the blacksmith comes back over. He's like, damn. He sees how he like runs his hand like a finger down like the point of the plow. He's like, actually, Boz, roll a d20.
Cool.
He's like, he runs like his thumb down the tip of the plow, and he's like, yep, that's gonna do just fine. He's like, keep it up. I mean, I appreciate anything you make. I don't have to. And you see, he goes and you see him grab like a. He goes into like a cabinet, and he's like fiddling around with his back to you, and he comes out and he brings you a little cup, and he's like, here, this shit makes me thirsty. I don't know about you.
Hell yes, appreciate it.
And if you give it a whiff, you can tell it's a little bourbon that he keeps stashed. He's like, don't get that too close to the forge, though. It's not good.
I am the forge.
He's like, cool. He doesn't understand. He's like, yeah. And he like thinks about it. He's like, was I supposed to get that? And he's like, then he just like shakes his head and he goes back to making. He's working on making garden
Don't worry
hose.
about it. You'll figure that one out later.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You see him like write something down, and like if you like went and peeked at it, it just says "I am the Forge?" ? He goes back to making a garden hose. So you guys keep working, and then roughly 6 hours pass, and you hear like a bell clanging, like a really loud bell clang, and you hear the lady who was making soup that John was flavoring. I believe she was. You hear her. She was like, "Soup's on! Come get the soup!" And you guys know that it is 6 o'clock and the festivities are beginning.
Ace.
You hear people piling in to the Hissing Pony. John, you're already there.
Nice. Ace is gonna head over to her.
Okay.
And he's just gonna offer to, may I help you serve dinner?
It's like, yeah, I mean, we've done pretty well, like, since you guys have been gone, but people are pretty orderly, but yeah, I mean, I guess if there's two of us dishing out soup, it'll take half as long, right?
That's a fantastic idea.
Cool. And she like puts like a stack of like bowls by you, and then grabs you like a ladle, like your own ladle, and you feel like she's like, this good soup. It's got clam. Somebody got a mussel from over by the beach.
That sounds fantastic.
And then she's like, but this is the best part. And she dips the ladle in, and you see an eel pop out. It's not dead. It's like fucking flipping around, and it doesn't look comfortable because it's in hot soup. She's like, this good eel.
Interesting.
Yeah. Do you want to sniff the eel?
Sure. Why not?
Cool. Make a
I
con
knew Ace
save.
was going to do that. Like,
I was about to say, roll.
Roll a con save.
Oh, 18 on the die.
Cool. So you, it
19.
smells like garbage.
he's an old hand.
No, that's
but you
that's
got
a
a
24 now. I got proficiency in con save.
Yeah,
He's got
John
proficiency in eel licking.
John. Oh man, yeah, it's good that he has proficiency in licking phallic things. It reeks real bad, like it's musky. But you have a stellar poker face, and she's like, "It's good eel, yes."
Yes, fantastic.
Yeah.
We'll have to make sure you know who deserves that. Your Majesty deserves that.
Oh,
He will absolutely love it.
She takes the eel, right, and then she lays it on the bar, and takes out a cleaver and just fucking chops its head off, and she puts the head in a bowl. And she's like, she puts the bowl underneath the bar, and she's like, you give him this, you put the soup in and the head, and you give. She's like, just for him.
Soup in the head for him. Fantastic. I love it.
All right, good deal. She's like, get your eel, get the soup, eat the soup.
Soup's on.
Soup's on. No, it's in the bowl.
Oh, and that makes much more sense.
Yeah, on the plane. No, in the plane.
Fuck you, I'm putting the soup in the bowl.
So, I've been meaning to talk to you. You're one of my...
You've been meaning to talk to this old Russian grandma? Okay, cool.
Yes.
I don't know that we named her, but sure.
Babushka.
Yeah, her name's Babs.
Baba.
Yeah, her name's Babs.
Babs.
Says
Babs.
You've been meaning to talk to Babs? It just
Yes,
says
Babs.
What can Babs
You were
do
one of
for
my few friends here in the village, I consider. Other than, obviously, Your Majesty and Braddock, my personal bodyguard.
When you say we're friends, she spits in her hand and puts it out for a handshake.
Yes,
Friends.
and he's gonna do it.
Okay, cool.
I think we've done this before.
Not in this game.
I feel like she did that last
Maybe.
time.
I don't remember doing it, but sure. Yeah, she's like, yes, friends shake with spit. That's what they say in my homeland.
Okay. We
It's
shall.
tattooed. It is emblazoned on our coat of arms. Now she's French for some reason. Yes.
I think I'm falling for Sergeant Tucker.
Oh, yes. She's a nice lady.
I like her. And I don't know what to do. I haven't actually liked someone, like, ever. But I think I like her.
She says, oh, and then she picks up the bowl with the head in it. She goes, maybe you give her this one then.
We'll give that to Your Majesty, see how he likes it, and then maybe I'll suggest her getting that next time.
Okay, she fishes out like a mussel out of there, and she puts it in a bowl, and she says, this not as good, but here, this better than nothing. And she says, you saved this for her.
That sounds perfect.
Okay.
I had an idea. I was gonna ask her to go for a walk after the concert. Do you think that will work? Casual, right?
She says, I don't know. She's my husband died decades ago. I'm not exactly how you would say up to date with the dating. That is also on my country's crest. It's a very long crest, many sayings.
Well, I'll have to shoot my shot and see what happens.
So you're going to with a bow?
No,
that will hurt. I don't think
metaphorical. Metaphorical shot. Ask her to go and see if she says yes.
Yeah, she says yes. Shoot your shot. You can tell she doesn't really get it, but she's she's just trying to be supportive. Yeah, she says well, good luck.
Well, thank you.
Yes. All right.
And
more soup. She keeps.
Yeah,
you need soup.
the soup.
She keeps handing out soups. You guys you see the line coming down, and you see Braddock, Mitsua, and the sergeant are bringing up the rear of the line, and they get to the counter. She says, "Oh, Big Ben, here, hang on," and she pulls up her sleeve and just shoves her hand down into the cauldron of soup, and she fishes out a crab leg, snaps it in half, and then just yanks out crab meat and slaps it down in the bowl, and she puts some more soup on top of it, and then she hands it to you, Braddock.
How'd you know this is what I wanted?
Babs knows when it comes to soup.
Your Majesty, Babs has a special treat just for you.
None. Don't know. This was all his idea.
It was. It was. I wanted to surprise you with a special bowl.
He's a very nice man. He saved you special bowl.
If I got wrist and elbow soup, I would love to see what you got, Your Majesty.
Sergeant Tucker, I also have a special bowl just for you.
Just for me, huh? Man.
Yes, ma'am.
I bet you do.
Yeah,
I saved you one of the best mussels in the entire pot.
Unfortunately,
do you flex again when you say that?
No.
Okay,
So,
damn
hey,
it.
when this is happening, I look at the sergeant, or I look at, well, Gloria, it seems that we ate too soon earlier, and we must have.
Sorry, I should have said yes on that.
We've missed out on on an interesting meal, but unfortunately, I make eye contact with Gloria and back at Ace, and you've already eaten tonight.
Give me either a performance or persuasion roll. Whichever one you want.
See how this goes. Performance or persuasion.
Okay, so she's like, you can tell she gets what you're saying, 100%, and she says, well, I did eat a bit. She's not trying to throw your lie under the bus.
Your Majesty.
She's like, but there's always room for more. She's like, they went through all this trouble. It's the least I could do. Yeah, give me a bowl. And she takes the bowl you give her, Ace, and she says, She says, "Is this?" She like leans into you and she goes, "Like the secret ingredient's not like knuckle hair, is it?"
No, not as I could tell.
Okay.
This should be fine.
Okay.
I did get you a good bowl, I promise.
Okay. Cool.
I made sure
thanks.
of that.
All right, cool. And she walks away, and you can see her like taking her spoon, and she's like, kind of like moving stuff around, like looking through it, because she just saw an old lady's arm go into the thing. The old lady takes the eel head. She picks it up with her hands, pours the soup, and then she like lays down like a weird lettuce leaf, and then sets the eel head right on top, and she goes, "For your majesty."
Your
and
Majesty,
then she walks away.
You're not going to turn down a meal prepared in your honor, are you? That would be suicide to your Majesty. Your
You hear the old
Majesty
lady go, "To your brand.
career.
Branding is important."
I mean, you have to eat it. It smells fantastic, and
Austin,
he
do you
is
smell
grinning.
the soup? Austin, you don't have a choice. You smell the soup. Roll a con save. It's pungent.
And
Hang on, let's see what he gets on this con save. Oh, okay, cool. So you hold it together too, but it reeks.
muted, buddy, muted. You're muted, Austin.
Yes,
Given,
Austin.
given my station, I've had to eat a lot of eel heads wrapped in lettuce. You know, it's one of those-
Right, you know, it's a delicacy.
I tell
Stone
Ace, my reputation and career, as you put it, is of little value as much as I value the goodwill and camaraderie of my friends and family around me. And then I look at Gloria and then look back at Ace and then take a bite and I eat it.
Sorry, I missed everything after camaraderie. What do you do?
I basically like look at Gloria as she's eating her thing and like look back at Ace and give Ace like a wink and then just eat it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you passed your save, so you get it down. It's surprisingly good. The smell is not indicative of the taste. I'm trying to think of something that smells really bad but tastes really good, and I'm coming up with nothing.
Some people would say Limburger cheese.
Yeah, certain cheeses, like Swiss cheese reeks, but if you melt it on something, I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody's having a good time, and then you hear, and it's Jerry Moonbeam, and he's tapping a cane up on the stage, like a walking stick, not a cane. It's almost scepter-like. He's got like a flashy jacket on. It's the fantasy equivalent of. It's got like scales all over it, so it's shiny. And he's like, "Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Moonbeam, how are you?" And you hear some eating, but you hear a few people like, yeah. There's like light applause. And there's like one dude in the back. He's like, "Yeah, Jerry Moonbeam, what up, buddy?" He's like, "Hey, you." Yes, Jerry Moonbeam. He's like, "We've got a couple of things planned for you tonight. I got some things. We've got some more things, and there will be things." And he's like, 5 minutes, show's about to start. And he comes and finds you, Ace. And he's like, "So, Jerry Moonbeam here, what is the plan?"
Let's go. So it's going to be me and you. Tonight, I am not Ace Burbank. I am Alistair Moonbeam, and we are the Moonbeams.
Oh, God. The Moonbeams. Great. So you guys bring a set list up or something, and you set it down on the ground so you can see it. He sets, like, his beer on top of it. He's like, "Yes, ladies and gentlemen, what a treat for you. We have me, Jerry Moonbeam, bringing you the Moonbeams. Special guest, Alistair Moonbeam, accompanying Jerry Moonbeam." And, like, you walk up, and, like, people are clapping. They're very confused. Do they?
Yes.
Are you disguised at all?
No, I
you in
look
a
like
matching
Ace,
jacket?
but my clothes now match Jerry's.
Okay, cool. So like they're confused because they can tell it's you, and they're like, you hear like a couple people like, Alice, I thought it was Ace, and then you hear another person.
You know me.
It was like, yeah, I thought it was something else. They're like, I thought it was Lloyd. Anyway, they're like, yeah, and then you hear the guy in the corner. He's like, Alistair, my dude. He's fucking super. He doesn't know you. You've never met this guy.
That's
but
great.
He's yelling like you guys
Ace,
played high school football
Ace
together.
gives him the finger gun and a wink with both eyes.
Oh, fuck! What is this guy in the corner, Boz? What's the guy's name? What's Jerry O'Connell's name from Can't Hardly Wait?
Oh, Trip McNeely.
Trip McNeely. He looks like Trip McNeely.
Nice.
Yeah, like he's got some bad stubble. His hair needs to be cut, and he could stand to lose a few pounds. And he's yelling at you as if you guys have known each other for decades. Jerry Moonbeam's like, all right, here we go.
Right here with you.
Yeah. Alistair, do you want to introduce the first song of the Moonbeams?
Well, tonight we're going to take you on a magical ride. We're going to enthrall you with our musical tunes. In fact, we're going to put a spell on you. And we're going to go right in to Put a Spell on You by CCR.
Okay. Gotcha.
And, we jam out with that.
Okay, roll me. I'm gonna just
Like a
roll
stroll
a
in the
performance
moonlight.
check.
Well, I was hoping to use my point of inspiration for the concert.
Okay, like in total?
Yeah.
Sure. I'm gonna roll for Jerry as well, but I will also apply your point of inspiration to him.
Okay.
That's fine. I was gonna say roll one roll, but then I felt like I was shorting you. But if you want to do one roll for the whole concert,
I found
that's
one
totally
roll.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. What's your performance?
+4, 24.
Okay, he's gonna get the same. He rolled a 20 even, so you guys kill it. You're playing and singing better than he is.
So he's gonna always put a spell on you. He wants to cast Hex on Sergeant Tucker.
Okay.
To just
rape her?
No, he's just gonna disadvantage her wisdom saves during the concert.
Arcane roofies, dude.
During the concert only.
Okay.
He's gonna cut it off when he's done with his set. But during the concert, he wants her to just chill and vibe out.
Okay. Cool.
And he opens with Put a Spell on You, which is when he enacts that spell. And that's not something she'll ever know was cast on her.
Right.
And then he's going to next jump into Susie Q.
Okay.
Also by CCR. Then he jumps into kind of the more the heavier ending. He goes with a song called Lodi by CCR as well. It's about being like stuck in a place, kind of like they're all kind of stuck right now.
All right.
And then he goes into a close with 2 songs by the Allman Brothers. He starts with Whipping Post. Okay. Which is about being this guy whose wife's across town hanging out with his best friend cheating on him. And he just feels like he's been tied to the whipping post. And
gotcha.
And it's just a gritty...
It's the opposite of Thunder Rolls.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's fucking gritty and soulful. And Ace like shows that this is like what he sings normally. He actually has some fucking soul and blues to him. Okay. Surprisingly, to people who know him, like he sounds like he's been through something. You just don't know what.
Right. Everybody's you look around and you see that like everybody's like floored because they know you as a boisterous jackass. Yeah. And you're delivering.
Yeah. So. And then he's gonna close with another Allman Brothers song called Soulshine, which is a real peaceful, beautiful song that has the chorus. I want soulshine, it's better than sunshine, better than moonshine, and damn sure better than rain. and it's just a real fucking beautiful jam session to
I know
end the
that
night.
one. So you are playing. You're crushing it. Give me a persuasion check real quick.
Okay. 19 on the die.
Great. Perfect. So, like, halfway...
that was actually a 26 performance earlier. Right?
Yeah, well, even better.
Yeah.
So, you were performing so well that halfway through the set, you notice that Jerry starts to stray as he was doing during rehearsal. But you rolled so good on your persuasion check that you just, like, give him a stern look, and he, like, snaps back into form.
Yeah.
Because he was about to just, like, solo you the fuck out and be a real dickhead about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he snaps back into shape.
Not one of the 20 solos he already got tonight.
Well, yeah, he's behaving. He's doing his job. But yeah, so like you guys close, and you get a standing ovation. Like everybody's going nuts, and it's just the pep talk they needed, if you will. Yes, fantastic job. Great rolling. It came through clutch. Everybody's cheering. There's beers being passed out. Old Russian lady, Babs, comes up. She's like, beers for the Moonbeams. And she's actually got 2 in each hand. She's straining, but she's got 4 beers, and she hands 2 to each of you. Actually, she sets them down because that would be obnoxious to pick up. She sets them on the stage, and then she walks away.
Ace is gonna pick up 2 beers and take a bow. Thank you. And he's gonna walk over to Sergeant Tucker.
All right, Boz, what are you doing?
I'm enjoying the show.
Cool. Austin, what are you doing? Are you just enjoying the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless something else comes up, that's lovely.
No. You're nothing out of the ordinary happens. Sergeant Tucker's at a table. She's like at a table next to you two, and Ace then comes and joins her, and she's like, hi.
Wait. So Ace was up there singing, and we were all sitting at the table together, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna turn over to Gloria, and I'm gonna say, Gloria, Ace really is something, isn't he?
She's like, I mean, if you had asked me about an hour ago, I would have said he's fine, he's nice enough, but that was very impressive.
I have found Ace to be very impressive in many ways. Sometimes even surprising, if I may say it. He's quite the character, but he's so far I've never, and I like to think he stutters a little bit, and then he's like he's one of the good ones.
I'm getting the impression that you're trying to wingman here, yes?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, give me a persuasion roll.
Legit, I
get it.
Like, I think he's a cool dude. 9.
It's okay. It was a low DC. She's like she's receptive to your persuasion. She's like, yeah, man. Like, it's weird because like that. I mean, I'm not trying to shit on your friend here, but you'd know better than anybody that he's just kind of a lot sometimes, right? But like, that's not even the other side of the coin. That's like a different bill entirely. Like, that's like a.
Well, I don't know if Ace has ever had the opportunity to really make friends and family. I don't think he's ever been in a situation like he's in right now, either. And I don't really know if he himself knows what he's doing, but he's authentic. He is Ace will be Ace. I kind of laugh a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like with all that razzmatazz and all those different outfits, I thought that he was like kind of like I don't know, maybe like disingenuous or something, but like that was pretty righteous up there.
I think he has a lot of masks, and I think when you get to the true face, I think there's going to be a lot there. But
I thought you were gonna go a different way there, Austin. I thought you were gonna keep going. Jim Carrey
Right.
titles.
Oh, when he said masks, I thought you were gonna be.
I was
like,
waiting for a liar.
She actually looks at you and
There are moments
and
where he's Dumb and Dumber. But
you say
Yeah.
you say he wears a lot of masks, and she goes, "Well, I kind of hope nobody stops him though, because he's smoking, as they say." You about this time you roll up, and she kind of she stands back up, and she gives you like a little mini ovation. She's like,
Thank you.
"God damn, boy, where the hell did you learn all that?"
In my travels.
Damn, you must have been a little bit of everywhere, huh?
Since I was 15, yes, pretty much.
That's
Everywhere and on my own.
That's not
My
that
own
bad.
man, as they say.
Well, you certainly surprised me. I didn't think anybody would keep up with old Jerry, but you just outran him.
I'm just learning the piano, but I think I'm starting to get it.
It's not bad, yeah, man. He looked like a real donkey up there compared to you.
He's
Good
good.
job.
Real
Yeah,
good.
He is good, but like it was like he was here, and then you were like up here.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, not bad. She's so you guys all kind of it's pretty normal after that. Jerry gets up there every once in a while, tells a couple of jokes, keeps the crowd warm. He'll play a little tune. Then he tells like some particularly bad jokes, and you can tell he's like had a couple too many, and then he goes into a song that everybody like sing, like everybody knows the words to this song, and then like at the end of a verse he goes into like a solo that lasts for like 12 minutes, and then he really starts to lose everybody. Like he's playing it well, but he's not.
As soon as he starts that solo, like I know what's up, so I'm gonna ask Sergeant Tucker if she wants to take a walk around the town.
She's like, yeah, this play, I think she's like, people are starting to clear out. I was probably gonna head back. You can walk back with me, I guess.
I'd love to walk you home.
All right. She stands up. She goes, Your Majesty, Braddock, keep up the good work, boys. You guys shipping out in the morning?
yeah, we sure. That's the plan as of right now. Right, Ace. You look over at Braddock.
Exactly.
All right. She's
Hey,
like, well,
You don't have to
we
look
have
at me for me to answer.
He didn't. He looks over at Braddock and he says, "Hey, wait, no." He looks at Ace. Didn't we have a dragon named Braddock? Where'd that guy go?
He's had the dragon on his shoulder, like it
the
rides
dragon's
me.
been out the whole time?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure we'll say we had those conversations.
No, that's fine. We don't have to go back, but it's good to know.
So, and I just say, yeah.
The dragon's name is definitely not Braddock.
No, it's Milo.
Milo.
No,
Milo.
Austin knows that.
Okay.
Yes.
But Nitsuo remembers the dragon being named Braddock.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he thought the name was.
If that's what he heard you say.
Yeah.
Like the actual.
Your Majesty,
Yeah.
I believe we've corrected you on this multiple times. This is Braddock. This is Milo.
And he turns to Braddock and
Milo.
says, "Oh,
Braddock,
hi.
Milo.
Hello, Milo. It's nice. It's nice to finally get to know your name." He says to Braddock.
Oh, goody.
He's the king of dyslexia at this point.
He's like, she's like, she leans over to Braddock. She goes, you, I don't know, has he had a lot of drinks? I don't know. If I think you can probably cut him off if you need to. You're not gonna need my help with that.
No,
Gloria,
he's
he's
just an
been
idiot.
like that for a while.
Well, All right, boys. Well, I'm getting a little sleepy, so I'm gonna head on back. If I don't see you in the morning, keep on keeping on. Like I said, you guys are fighting a good fight, and we wouldn't be able to do half of this without you. And she starts to head out.
Ace is gonna walk her home.
All right. Before we get to that, what are you two doing for the rest of the night? There's Babs comes up to you and she goes,
there's still plenty of drinks left. If you guys want them, they're over there. I've got a few poured, and then there's a couple of beds made up for you. I put you on opposite sides of the room. That way, if one of you snores or both of you snore, you don't wake up the other one.
This would be a fun moment if we could think of something to play a drinking game.
You could just like drink and roll dice, and we could make up something.
Say you're playing quarters.
Yeah, there you go. You're playing quarters. And then we would roll like dexterity checks and see how well they go.
You guys probably call it dragons because gold dragons are gold coins.
Yeah. Yeah. But if you guys would like to play a drinking game, it's certainly there.
You can play beer pong. You can play whatever the fuck you want.
You can play flip flagon, flip goblet, goblet. It's flip goblet.
Nizzlegorp.
You see Trip
Goblets,
McNeely.
we flip flagons under the mountains. What are you talking about, you sissy frass elf?
You see Trip McNeely. He comes up and he's like, you guys know this game? And he sets his cup on the edge of the table and he's like stumbling towards it. And you see as he's falling to the ground, he makes like a valiant effort to flip that motherfucker and just whiffs it. And then the cup falls off the table and hits him in the head and he's out. So now you have just a drunken, he's snoring at your feet.
Well, I guess he wins.
He's asleep. He says nothing. I was going to say something like he doesn't say anything. Yeah. So, unless you guys want to get into this, that's up to you.
No, that's cool.
If you guys don't want to get into it, I'm going to cut back to the walk home.
Okay.
So I'm basically just still on autopilot, asking questions, getting to know people, making sure people feel that they're heard. But
Cool.
That's all.
You see in like a corner booth, you see that Sandy lady, and there's like two women off to the side of her, and then a big gap to her right, and then another woman. And as you approach, you realize the gap is there because Ronnie is asleep in the booth with like his head on her lap, and she's just kind of like stroking his hair. She's not ready to go home, but the kid's sleeping, and he's doing fine.
Cool.
But yeah, they greet you. They brighten. They were in a good mood, but they brighten up a little extra when they see you. And yeah, your presence is your presence / authority / bravery. All of that is it's like a huge morale boost. It's really nice. It's it's pretty much what they needed. Of what you could give them, that's the exact thing they needed. So yeah, you guys keep doing that. You wrap up and whenever. So we're gonna cut back to the walk. You get back. You're outside. You're leaving the hissing pony, and as you guys exit the go over the threshold, you hear, and she looks back and she's like, "That dumbass just doesn't know when to stop. Did he seriously try and flip that damn cup?" And she just keeps walking. She's like, "Well, it wouldn't be a party if he didn't pass out at the bar. It's that's how we know the night's coming to an end."
He's a very energetic fellow.
Yeah, he's passionate, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. They can't all be gems, but he's real strong. It's pretty nice. You notice he was an orc. He was a half orc. Yeah, but
that's
he's
useful.
huge. Yeah, he's a good farmhand. She's like, I actually named him. What the hell was his name? His name was. She looks back and she's like, "Hey, Babs." Babs comes to the door. She's like, "Yes, Miss Tucker." She says, "That's not her voice." She says, "Yes, Miss Tucker." She says, "Can you, maybe give him like 10 minutes and then just dump an old bucket of water on old Onrog's head over there?" She says, "Yes, Dave Walter. I got something better." And you see, like, she pulls like the collar of her shirt out and she pulls out of her bra the rest of the eel. And she's like, if this doesn't wake him up, he's not going to go anywhere. She's like backs off. Like Gloria backs off. She's like, damn, you ain't lying. You go ahead and have your phone. You have my permission to do whatever the hell you want with that thing. He's got it coming. She's like, I'm gonna head out, and she's like, okay, good party. And Babs walks away, and Gloria starts heading towards the mayor's house.
And as we're walking out, Ace is going to be like, yeah, by the way, she wanted to give you that, and I made sure you got the muscle.
She's like, well, I guess I'm even more indebted to you then. Good looking out. I mean,
don't worry.
I hear it's delicious, and the soup was good. I just don't know. I think it's like a texture thing. I couldn't have eaten that.
Yeah, she wanted to give it to me, so I pawned it off on Your Majesty, and then she wanted to give the rest to you, so I hooked you up.
You know, I all I can say is he's doing wonders for the town. So I just really hope it tastes as good as they say. But well, I guess that ship sailed.
He's royalty. I'm sure he's eating a lot weirder shit.
Yeah, that's something I don't know from hiding her hair. So yeah. Yeah, so let's get hoofing. I'm running out of gas. Oh, she like stretches and yawns. She's like, yeah, man, where the hell did all that come from? She's talking about the set. She's like, where the hell did all that come from?
Well, I don't know. I've always just kind of been able to sing like that, even since I was a kid.
She's like trying to. You can tell she's searching for words, right? And she's like, they said that Sue. I'm not. He wasn't talking behind your back or nothing, but he said maybe you didn't have the most amount of friends that one might hope for. I'm just all I can think of is maybe and don't take this the wrong way. She's like, maybe just stick to more of that side than the real loud, man. I mean, like if you say the right words, people will hear you. It ain't always about volume.
I've to be honest, I've always been around a lot of people, and even when I was growing up, I was around all kinds of people all the time.
Yeah, but
not like me. And then I moved, and I never really found anyone quite like me.
She's like, yeah, but you ever heard the expression that there's a difference between being alone and being lonely?
Yes.
She's like, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, just because there's people around doesn't mean that there's people around.
Well, I had some friends.
Oh, that's good.
My sister was good to me.
Oh, that's good. Cool. That's good to hear. I'd hate nothing worse than somebody that ain't got nobody.
But my father hated me.
Oh.
Farmer wanted me to work all the time. I hate working.
Well,
really can't stand it. I'm better at other things.
Well, I get that, but like, you know, you got to work to get by. You got to work to survive. You get some form of work. I mean, you're doing it right now. It's just a different. Like maybe you should just be in the entertainment industry.
Well, that's kind of how I've gotten by. 10 years.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I mean, that's good.
Town to town, never settled down. And then something brought me here. And he kind of looks down at his hip and then back up at her.
Was he trying to hide that?
No, but he wasn't like making it obvious. It wasn't like an eye where he like looked at her and was that.
You want to roll a stealth check?
He just kind of looked down after he said it. No, I don't want to roll a stealth check. So yeah, she saw that. So if she wants to bring it up, she's more than welcome.
You can see that she clocks it, but she doesn't poke at it. She says, "That's a bummer about your old man. I wish I could empathize. Mine was great, but he's gone too soon. That's all."
That has to be very horrible to go through.
I mean, yeah, but you know, time heals all wounds most of the time, and you know that one's scabbed over nicely. It's a scar, something to remember him by.
Well, I had to leave, and I don't know what happened when I left, so
Well, you're here now.
There's a hole where that wound is, I guess.
Well, maybe you can pack that up with something good around here.
Maybe.
Hey.
There are a few things that have caught my eye, and he gives her a double wink again.
Okay. Roll me a performance on that.
Okay.
Or persuasion, whatever you want.
Oh, it's the same thing, but that's gonna be a 15.
Okay.
I don't hate that.
She finds it charmingly awkward. Like, she's like, was that supposed to, you know what? Never mind.
Is there
she
a
just
problem?
laughed.
Braddock told me to blink with both eyes. He said that's the way it's done. That's how you wink.
Oh, yeah.
With both eyes.
I think he might have been having a bit of fun with you.
Did he
that's
get
actually,
me?
it's a pretty good joke, though. I gotta admit.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
you know, I got him the other night, but it didn't really work. I put his hand in warm water while he was sleeping, but he didn't pee.
I didn't never know if that worked or not. Like, we do it at sleepovers and stuff, but like,
oh, it works. It just didn't work on him.
Oh, okay. See, we always every time we did to somebody, they just woke right up. So I don't know. Maybe the water was too hot or too cold. I don't know. But
I got Natsuo to cover his face in mud the other night. That was pretty fun.
Any particular reason? Just boys being boys?
Pretty much, and he's a very heavy sleeper, so it's easy.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that certainly helps if you're trying to prank somebody in their sleep. So you guys, you see that the house is coming up. You guys are about 10, 15 feet away. I mean, you probably saw it from further away than that, but she's like, well, this is me. Thanks for the company home. I'm gonna hit it. Like I said, man, hell of a set. Keep that up.
Thank you. And I can't wait to see you when we get back.
She says, yeah, just make sure you come back.
Well, of course.
Roll me an insight check.
Oh, fuck yeah. He got a 20 with a 19 on the die.
All right.
Because I don't have good insight.
It's earlier I said you couldn't tell if she was warming up to you or just getting used to you. You feel like she's warming up. You like, I don't know. I'll think on it. But she's warming up.
That was a goal for the session, so that's fucking
great.
Awesome. That works.
So, she bids you adieu, and you see Babs come out. She just yells across the town square. She's like, "Hey, Mr. Moonbeam Man, there's you." She's like, "There's more beds if you need one."
Ah, yes. Thank you.
She's like, "Okay, bye-bye."
Babs, do you want a nightcap before bed?
She's like, "No, Babs.
I think I could use a drink."
Bab's tired, but there is drinks. I have more. I'll leave you one out.
Perfect.
All right. Yeah, and you see her walk back in. As you enter, you see there's a drink out. You see. Roll me a perception check.
Oh yeah, that's not good. I think that's a 4.
Okay, so you see that the drink has like a little garnish on it, almost like you would have like a lemon wedge on an iced tea or something. And so you go to take a drink of this thing, and it's like a bit of eel that she sliced and garnished your drink with it, and it smells real bad.
Fuck it, he's gonna toss it in there and chug the whole thing.
You rolled good on your con save earlier, and we're gonna just carry that over. You're used to it by now. It's spicy, which is weird.
He wanted to take another risk tonight.
Yeah, it's spicy, which you find weird for seafood. But yeah,
that's interesting. I hope I never taste it again.
So you head back up, and you see these two. Nitsua, are you a head hits the pillow kind of guy?
Well, I imagine I probably was going to be the last one to leave.
You guys are sleeping at the bar.
Oh well, I mean,
That's where they had the
if
beds. They're
someone's there-
upstairs.
If someone's there, then I'm still talking to them. But then,
No, everybody's cleared out. You heard Babs yell at Ace that there was a bed for him, and then she's like, she pours
oh,
that
yeah.
drink.
No, he's gone. He's already like.
Okay.
You turn his head and he's talking to someone, and then like you see them walking out, and then close the door, and you look back, and he, the fuck did he go? Because
He sprinted to bed.
like he's used to like having to like stay up late and then get up early, and so like he's prioritizing sleep.
Did you like telekinetically shove yourself to bed so you could get there faster?
Yeah.
Braddock, are you quick to sleep? Are you still up when Ace gets back?
Yeah, I'm still up. I'm looking around and checking to make sure everything's secure and making sure my buddy gets back safe.
The blacksmith?
No, Ace.
Oh, Ace. Okay.
When Ace comes in, he looks more at peace than he has looked since we found that map with the ominous world-ending slogan on it. Like, he's been on edge ever since that, and he just kind of looks at peace when he walks in.
Nice.
And he's gonna... Braddock,
Hey, did you blink?
I did.
And did it work?
And she told me that's not what you're supposed to do. You asshole.
You probably just messed it up like always. I'll have to show you next time.
Didn't you see me do it on stage?
I wasn't paying attention.
Of course. Like always.
Huh?
Is there anybody else but me and him here?
No.
You want to burn one with Jeannie before bed?
Yeah.
She's like,
fire that sucker up.
Jeannie like comes out of the lamp, and he's like standing behind you doing his best physical impression of Lurch, and goes, "You rang, bro."
Indeed, I did.
And
Swing.
then, like Lurch is typically like got his hands like in front of him, just like kind of like holding one hand in the other, kind of like people stand in church or whatever. And he goes, he says you rang, and you said you did, and he just fucking like pulls his hand apart and holds up two joints, like as if they were thumbs ups or something, and and he hands them to you guys.
Nice. And we fire him up.
Yeah, he's like, so big day. He's like, so you're not even gonna like fill him in? He's talking to Ace. He goes, you're not even gonna like fill him in?
He didn't ask.
Oh, all right. I mean,
Well, you better tell me now. What the hell's going on?
I think I'm slowly winning over the lovely Gloria Tucker, sergeant of this fine city.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure you beat anybody into submission that many times.
the genie's like, I don't know, man. I think it was, as they say, not that this is a comment on her, but as the saying goes, music soothes the savage beast, and I think that beast, I think it's getting soothed, man. Like,
I'm good at some things, and that's one of them.
Yeah, I mean, thank God you're good at some things, because I mean, we've been together for a minute. You're like real bad at some other things, but just stick to your guns. Nah,
Well,
this is like anybody else. It's like a coin flip, dude. He's like,
Very true.
He's like, well, you guys enjoy that kind herb, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. And he jumps back in the lamp.
Or I'm gonna head off to bed then.
And I'm like, this bastard better know that I'm twice your size, and he better make this stronger than the one gave you.
Yeah. Ace, as you stand up, you feel something grab your ankle. Do you look down?
Yeah. What is it?
It's Onrog, the half orc who passed out, and he's like, my stomach hurts. Can I get some of that?
Sure. And he's going to hand it to him and walk to bed.
He takes a half-assed hit out of it and then passes the fuck back out.
Ace is going to look back and put his foot on it and put it out and then go to bed.
All right. So Ace goes to bed. Braddock, I don't know how long you hang out or if you had any plans before sleep.
I kill it, and
Okay.
then I'll eventually go to bed.
Good. So you you wake up, or you guys go to sleep. It's pretty good sleep. I mean, it's been a long day, a lot of information, a lot of festivities, a lot of hard work, be it manual labor or otherwise. Ace, you are asleep, and you wake up because you feel tugging at your belt. And the lamp, it shoots, it starts to take off.
He's going to reach out to grab it.
Roll me. Nope, don't roll me. You don't catch it. It surprises you.
He's going to try to follow it as long as he can.
Yeah. You see, so it shoots, it whips down the stairs, and like the stairs had like a switchback on it.
Yeah.
Like it turns the corner and it goes down to the bar floor.
Janie, where are you going?
Do you follow
Quit
it?
running from me. Yes, he's following it and screaming what I'm saying.
You see it go out the door, but you can't, from where you are in the steps, you can't see out the door. Do you head towards the door?
Oh, yeah, he's following it. I'm gonna
Okay, so before you get to the door, you look outside, and it's snowing, and there's ice, and it's like, it's a blizzard. And then, but you can see far enough through the door that you see the lamp kind of like come to rest, like 10 feet outside the door. But before you cross the threshold, you look and you see the walls of what you can't tell because the weather's so bad, but from what you can see, it looks like a fortress in a blizzard. And the lamp has come to rest on a path, like I said, like 10 feet past the door, but it's on a path leading up to this fortress.
He's going to scream. He like dead stops at the door, at the threshold. When he sees that, he screams, "Natsua! Braddock! Help!" And he bursts through the door and goes to grab the lamp.
Okay. Roll me. No, you don't have to roll nothing. You go through the door and you get. Well, after you go through the door, you're cold because it's a blizzard. But
this is the source of all Ace's power. So, like, to understand the decision here is this is him going without this lamp. I'm nothing.
He's not nothing, but he in combat he's useless.
Well, and he doesn't feel like even his abilities to talk. He feels like he leans on the magic sometimes.
Well, and I imagine he feels a lot like Peter Parker in Homecoming, at the part where Tony tells him, "If you're nothing without the suit, you weren't." Or like what is it? If you weren't anything, if you aren't anything with the suit, you're nothing without it, or some bullshit like that.
Yes.
Like you're worthwhile without it, but you probably don't feel that way.
He just doesn't realize that.
Right.
Yeah. It's not that he's not. He just doesn't realize it.
So Braddock, you hear this and you wake up. Nitsua, I'm gonna guess he yelled so loud that even you wake up. Oh, but before that, John,
I still kick his bed anyway.
Nice, John. What I was gonna say is when you walk through the door, you feel cold, but as you were going through the door frame, you feel like extra chills, like when you get like a shiver, like, and you don't know why. You roll me an Arcana check.
Probably unnecessary, but
Um,
it's actually unnecessary.
15.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
feel like it's a magical portal that's obviously because when you leave the bar, you're not in Shoebill Coast anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, you both wake up.
Goddamn genie! I'm
You don't
chasing
you don't
through a
see
magical portal.
you don't see Ace anywhere. Ace, when you look back, you don't see anything. You don't see like the door there anymore. You're there. So like it's not like a two-way thing.
This is not good. This is not good. This is not good.
Braddock, Nitsua, what do you do? If you guys go downstairs and look through the door, you can see Ace, and he's probably looking around like confused.
I mean, obviously, I mean, I like to think that even Nitsu, like he's saying, huh? And then
if you try to,
he just looks around. He's like, and then he sees that. I guess he would see Ace not there, and then
no, if you guys go to the door, you can see Ace, and he's looking around confused. Do you try and like yell out to him?
I probably wouldn't yell. I'd probably just run after him. If I saw him running, wouldn't try and draw attention. Maybe we're under attack. I'm not going to
running and yelling
that I'm here.
Okay,
or that I know
so
where he is. I'm trying to be, I think after everything we've been through.
Before you bust through the door, Nitsua, Braddock's also yelling. John, Ace hears like super muffled, like whatever Braddock yelled. You can't make it out, but you can hear it barely. And then as you guys bust through, you're all back together, and
No. Now we're all stuck.
yeah, you guys are on a path. I could show you a map. Let me just make sure of some stuff here. Make sure I got everything hidden that I need to have hidden. I do. And bam, bam, bam. So there's where you are.
Sorry, my stuff's reloaded.
No, you're good. You are on a rocky, icy path. You see some stairs. There is a cliff, like a sheer kind of thing, like above the O, like where the O and the N in Patreon are.
Yeah.
It's kind of sheer. Looks like a bad idea to maybe stray off the path, but you're on some steps. You see some fortress walls. You see some busted, broken, like this thing right here is like a busted column, but it's just covered in rime and ice.
Nice.
And the wind is deafening. Like, you could talk to each other from right next to each other, but like anything else is, you're not going to hear it.
Where the fuck are we?
I would like you guys to make some perception checks.
Oh, 3.
19.
19 and 15.
Okay, cool. So
Can't see anything. My eyes are frozen shut.
So you guys see, I probably didn't describe this so well. So we're going to do it this way. You guys pull out the map where it said he is, what did it say? We are here and so is he, or something like that. You see on that X, you see a giant mountain with like a giant scar in it. Like, you don't know what, like almost like a giant boulder rolled down it, or like a colossal, like I'm talking like it got hit with an axe that's 100 feet tall, or the blade is like 100 feet long. And you see on the map, you see a mountain with a matching scar in it, and it's right where that's where you're basically at the X. John, you hear
You hear, what the fuck? What was that, dude?
Something grabbed you. I don't know what happened.
All I knew
I
was,
chased you through a portal, and now we're stuck.
what the hell
But
did you do that?
we're where we need to be.
He like pokes his head out, and he's like, and then he ducks it right back in. He's like, why the hell would you come here, dude? This is so
Because you were
cold
here.
Okay, like I get it. We're friends and all, and I love you, but like, man, I don't know, man. It seems like a dumb move.
Apparently, it took us right where we needed to be, so maybe it's not so dumb.
I mean, I guess, but like, I tell you what, this is no sunny beach where you were. That sucks. I mean, I guess the travel time got cut way down, but this is the last place I would. This is not a retirement venue.
It's nowhere near as nice, no.
He goes, all right, well, you know where to find me. I am getting the fuck out of here. And he ducks back down to the lamp. And
So-
the lamp is there, and you can pick it up and
Nitsua, you
reattach
see
it.
all this for the first time. You can see.
Actually, Austin, roll a perception check. Let's see if you do see it.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah, it's snowing. It's windy. It's heavy
I
snow.
rolled
Yeah,
it 100.
You see it.
100 perception.
Yeah, you see it. You see like the genie. The genie's like, he's not trying to hide from you. He was never trying to hide from you, but like he was just like, he knows Ace, and he was like, I don't know if Ace wants me to reveal myself to him. Yada yada, whatever. He's basically leaving it up to Ace, but like he had to come check out what was going on after he got like thrown around in his lamp.
Ace is gonna see if Nitsua says anything.
Yeah, do
He's
you
not
say
gonna bring
anything
it up.
about the genie?
So, real quick, I was. The genie, the thing goes off. Does Nitsua or does Ace catch it, or do?
No, it went through the door and it kind of came to a stop. Like it went about 10 feet past the door and then it fell to the ground.
And I ran through and grabbed it.
And then did I see Ace and the genie talk?
You were
Yes.
standing next to him when they were talking.
You went through the portal.
Yeah, this happened after you guys went through the portal.
Cool. And now we're back.
You're still in.
No.
The portal is not there. It's not two-way.
We can't get back to the town. We're stuck in the icy mountains on an icy mountain path.
So Ace, what's going on, buddy?
Well, see, I told you.
I don't know what I expected you to say. It wasn't that, but
I told you I was a master of the arcane. I conjured a portal to get us exactly where we need to be.
Yeah.
Look at the map.
Okay, master.
See the mountain?
First of all,
Can you get us
roll me
back?
a big fat fucking deception check.
Will do. 17.
Fuck you. You guys know Ace. That was gonna be a fucking really high DC. I had like a somewhere between a 15 and a 20. So I'm gonna say you guys kind of push, like you like push on the DC. And I know when you roll and you tie, you win. But you guys are 50-50. You're unsure, but let's say you're 55-45 believing.
Well, you definitely got here magically, but you don't know if he did it on purpose. But
that's good.
Have.
That I dig. Like, maybe he did it, and if he did, probably wasn't on purpose.
Yeah.
That's very good. I like that.
So I'm gonna look at Ace again. I'll be like, all right, you definitely sure you have a lot of secrets. You got a lot of tricks, but for real now, who the fuck was that?
Genie. Yes, that's my friend. Genie, come on out. Introduce yourself to your majesty.
He pops out. You see him pop out in a full parka. Like he had a parka and like snow boots and shit. He comes out fully dressed for winter. He's like, sucks to suck, nerds. I am ready for this. He's like, Your Majesty, Mr. Mudface. Pleasure to meet you. What's up, my guy?
Nice. All right. So real talk, everyone. He's
Genie's like, do I need to be here for this?
no, probably not. So
He looks at you, Ace. He's like, Ace, yes, no, you need me here? What's up? It's fucking cold, bro.
Well, hold on a second. Can you tell us what the fuck is going on with all of this stuff? Do you know where our people are?
Well, you guys know that you're in the spot where the map was directing you to go. He doesn't know any more than that.
Ace is going to speak up before he kind of has the chance to answer. Your Majesty, I've asked him many a times what exactly is going on here. He's not able to help in that matter. He'll help in any way he can, but in that he can't. He does not know.
Okay, so we basically just saved some time getting to where we were going then.
Apparently, but I think it was maybe not on purpose for us. Maybe someone else wants us here. Which it's kind of felt like that anyway. It's kind of scary. That's why I didn't really want to come. You know.
Okay.
But now I'm here.
All right. Now, I guess let's all take a look around real quick, see where we are, and make sure we're not out in the open. We're not about to get attacked.
Did we all get a long rest?
Yes. Yeah.
So everybody make sure you take a full long rest.
Yeah, take your full long rest. Good question. Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck you that hard.
I didn't think
John
so.
used all his spells, like being.
Well, no, I would have definitely regained the one spell while
right,
we were
short rest. Yeah.
Because within an hour I get all my spells. I could have cast fucking. If they weren't concentration, I could have been blasting all kinds of spells.
Right. Yeah. So you look around and you feel like the only real dangers around here are environmental, because you're like, what the at least where you're at, you are exposed, but at the same time you're like, what the fuck would be up here that could hurt us anyway? Like, maybe if you've heard tale of like a Yeti, maybe, but you also see a man-made, not necessarily man, but you see a building in front of you. This isn't a natural thing. So I imagine you have a sense of, it's fucking cold. If we stay out here, for an extended period of time, it's not good. But but we're not in any immediate danger. Sorry, I had you guys on the fucking GM layer. Anyway, So you're good.
Your Majesty, while it does look ominous, I believe this is where we need to be to maybe find our people. So maybe we take this entrance or find an extra one. If they know we're coming, we might want to find another route in.
Genie's like, yeah, man, looks like you paid $1.50 to use the stagecoach. Cool. I'll see you back at Strawberry. And he goes back into the lamp. It was a redemption reference.
So not cool.
So I look out at what we're looking at, and then I see...
Hang on, Austin, sorry. You say that, he pops in and he goes, you're right, it's warm as fuck in here. I'm great. And then he goes back in.
And I say, well, Ace, you are full of surprises. I'll give you
You've always said that. You've always been right about me, Your Majesty.
Yeah,
Thank you for always singing my praises.
Right.
Every time. Because I am that good, like I've said, master of the arcane since the beginning. Feeling a little better about myself and so much worse. I hope we don't die.
He then starts to build up and it's like, well, we're here. This might be the final piece of the puzzle that we need. The three of us against fate. Me, Ace, and Milo. The three of us will stop at nothing to find what happened to our people, to see this through to the end. Even if it's the end of our lives, we will discover what's been going on, and we will make our people safe, no matter what the adversity. He talks for a little bit until, I guess.
Oh God.
Yeah, he goes on for like a good minute because this is like a very momentous occasion, and then he's like, well. Seems like we should do some reconnaissance, look around a little bit before we make our next move.
Thank you, Princess Dialogue.
I'm just gonna roll over everybody's perception checks, and you look around and you see snow, you see ice. There's not much else. You see a path in front of you.
No windows, no nothing.
You see some big ass doors, big heavy wooden doors.
Yeah. But nowhere other. We don't see any other points of ingress.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yes. Correct.
Well, unfortunately, it looks like we got to take the big scary doors. Braddock, you want to kick them down?
Hell yes.
Announce ourselves the right way.
You gonna say nothing but a word?
We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Fuck these guys. I guess. I don't know why you guys always drag me into stuff like this.
Perfect. Okay. Sorry, I'm pulling up something that I was not ready to prepare. I wasn't prepared for. So you get up to
You
the
literally
door.
brought us here.
I know. No. It was something new. Shut up, bitch.
You just brought us here, but then you're like, wait, I was not ready for
Hey,
this.
Austin, he adds stuff while he's doing his session too. Leave him alone.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to do something
It's
cool.
like I came up with a new idea. Just while we were
Weren't you gonna
sitting
have like that, like some cool rules and stuff? But like waiting, read this cool rule while I'm telling. While I'm
Yeah, I did.
No, he
all
was
of
doing that shit while we were role playing.
That's right.
You gotta be smart about it.
Yeah. I got this. Give me 1 second. No, not this wrong button. Bam. Delete you. Paste and how do you? There we go. Okay. So you guys go up to these doors. Big, heavy wooden doors. No knockers, but they have, not knobs or handles, but like almost like I don't know what they're called, but like a bull ring to pull it open. And above, before you open it, you see this. Let me present this. You see some words over the door, and they are weather worn.
Patreon, the mad photographer. Is that what we see? above
No.
the door?
It looks like this.
Sorry.
Free draft law. Free draft law.
That didn't flip, did it?
For draft law. There we go.
It must be Italian.
For draft law.
For draft.
For draft law. Yes.
Hang on.
For draft
Let's
law.
try this.
Draft.
There it is. It's
Braddock,
this.
kick
It
him
actually looks like that. It's exactly what you saw, but it's backwards. There's ice all over it. It's worn. You can tell that you might not see everything. Whether you can't tell whether it's due to ice being covered it or if it's been like weathered away.
Ace is going to pull out a torch and try to melt it down. Light it with prestidigitation.
Okay. Yeah, you light a torch and it you get some of it melted, and the wind just blows your torch out.
He's going to keep relighting it.
Yeah. So you do that, and you see that son of a bitch. Wasn't ready for you to do this. I should always be prepared, right?
Yep.
How am I gonna do this? I think I can do this. Son of a bitch, John. Attaboy. Bam. Bam. So it's, that's not what I wanted. Let's do this. Delete you. We'll do this. You see that it also has.
I like utility spells. You know this.
Yeah, I know. Let's see.
I love when this kind of shit comes in handy.
Let's see this. And you see that it just kind of comes together a little better, and your eyes make out this. That it now looks like this. I will snip this and put it in something so you can reference it. But yes, that's what it looks like. It's not in a language you guys notice. It looks familiar, but add handout. I need to save that. But yeah, so what do you guys want to do?
I mean, go ahead.
You gonna open the door? Okay. So, yeah, you guys, it's pretty tough because there's like snow and shit piled up. But you get the door open, and the second you get the door open, you hear the creaking, like, and then like ice cracking off the hinges and shit. And then as soon as the door, like you get it maybe like I don't know, like a foot open, you hear, and that's where we're gonna stop.
Nice ending.
And we'll see what happens next time.
This is one of the best sessions we've ever had, fellas.
It was definitely good.
I had fun.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, for not having combat, don't get me wrong, I don't need combat, but I like combat. I think, okay, edit, I need to move this above door. I don't know why that won't get bigger, but it should be in your, here, show to everyone. If you look at Roll20, it should be there. There you go. Not bad. Good enough. But yeah, it's in there. It's called Above Door. But yeah, good work, guys. I dug it. Everything you did was fucking awesome.